Hello, my name is Santa Bruce, and I'm here today to tell you about three beautiful African women, Ada, Aduke, and Hawa. Aduke, an expert in communications who has mastered the art of communicating precise messages to our customers. Ada, a financial expert who can solve the world's problem on a spreadsheet. And of course, Hawa. Oh, shit. Sorry, excuse me. I did record. But bye-bye. Apologies for that. As I was saying, Hawa, an expert graphic designer who has built an empire in delivering precise design to our customers and pays attention to details.
I am not saying he's perfect.
Aduke said, mixing our tea viciously, unnecessarily.
But when he is charming, he is exceptionally very charming.
Well, that is usually the problem with them.
Hawa adjusted her glasses and nodded.
They are never consistently dreadful. If they were, it would be far simpler.
They are seated in their regular cafe that they meet once in a while to have tea, biscuits, and gossip.
Well, he is rather so exasperating.
Aduke continued.
But goodness me, he is absolutely adept between the sheets.
Ada nearly choked on her tea.
Aduke. It is very relevant. One must consider the full picture here.
Aduke said unapologetically. Hawa leaned forward.
Gaskia, it is a matter of balance. One must weigh the intolerable with the compensatory.
Ada sighed.
Well, in my case, the intolerable includes a baffling inability to listen. I can talk for 10 minutes, 10 full minutes, and it will respond with something unrelated. N'izuụka gara aga, nna-agwa ya maka ihe menu.
English please. Thank you.
Okay. Last week, I was discussing with him about what happened at the office, my promotion. And he responded by asking me if there was still more yogurt.
Aduke frowned.
That is profound, appalling.
Hawa agreed.
And yet?
And yet, when I was sick, he arrived unprompted with soup, medicine, and a blanket. He even stayed by to watch my favorite television program with me.
Ada softened.
Ada. Iyeda. Now that is very lovely.
Infuriatingly so.
Hawa took her turn.
Hawa.
What?
Hawa.
Okay. Hawa took her turn.
Wallahi, he is impossible with time.
She said.
Utterly impossible. If I tell him 7 p.m., he comes past, entirely unbothered, as though punctuality was a vague suggestion rather than a social construct. Cardinal sin.
Aduke murmured.
Indeed. Amma?
Ada smiled despite herself.
Oh, well, that is unfairly thoughtful.
Precisely.
Hawa said.
It complicates matters enormously.
Aduke dropped her spoon down with a clink.
Well, he has this very bad habit of disappearing.
She confessed.
Well, not entirely though.
just, intermittently. Calls unanswered, messages ignored. One would think he had joined the monastery.
That would at least be consistent.
Ada said,
Quite. But then he just reappears with that smile and an absolutely well-spoken remark. And I found myself forgiving him without even thinking about it.
Hakane, they do have a way of resetting the entire emotional landscape, don't they?
there was a brief pause where these three beautiful ladies considered their current predicament. It was a particularly hot day. The fan is blowing at its highest, and the ladies are blowing themselves silly.
It is a good part that do it. Because if they were wholly dreadful, one could live with dignity.
But they are not.
No, they're just good enough to make living feel like a poor decision.
Exactly. One stays for the moment that feels unexpectedly wonderful.
How I raised that cup?
A triumph of optimism over evidence.
Standing here with this cup of tea with no tea inside, pretending I'm mixing it, I can't help but wonder what the men of these ladies think about them too.
Just to be clear, we are all talking about the same man. Abibeko.
Femi is a menace to the society. Thank you.